this range, at the top of this mountain. We're literally in the clouds.
Hey guys, Sean here from Momentum. Today what I'm going to show you is something that we like to have quite frequently at our house, which is a turkey mince tacos. Now funny enough, I don't have any taco shells, so it's going to be a modification. We're going to do the exact same protein, but we're going to do it with lettuce wraps. So it's going to be a turkey mince taco lettuce wrap Momentum version. This is Sean. Anyway, we're going to show you what we need. So first up, what we'll need is of course some lettuce, because lettuce for your lettuce wraps is always a good idea. You also want iceberg lettuce if you need to as well for your vegetables. Then after that, we have our turkey mince, of course. I've got 2 packets, around 1 kilo, so that we can prep for the next day as well. And I like to use the leftovers for just any sort of lunches that I have. Of course, you'll need some taco seasoning, it wouldn't make sense. Don't yuck my yum, chobani is actually a great substitute, if you wish to, for sour cream. Cheese, because cheese is love. And then after that, we've also got some tomatoes, onions to go with the tacos, when I'll show you that. And then after that, an onion for your fresh salsa, and also some lemon or lime. We've got lemon today. The only thing that I'm missing at the moment is coriander, which will help you out. But apparently some people think coriander tastes like soap, so you can take that out if you want to. So the first thing I like to do is I always like to make sure that I'm chopping all of my ingredients now, so I don't have to do it later on. This will be your tomatoes, your onions, your coriander if you have that, lime, why not do that too, and also your tomatoes. Now you're gonna have 2 pairs of onions. One's gonna be your brown and one's gonna be your red. The red onion's gonna be done for your fresh salsa. The brown onions, well, they're gonna be for your mince meat, and that's what we're gonna move on to our next stage. So now what you're going to do is you're gonna oil your pan and make sure the pan is nice and hot. Make sure it's not too hot so it doesn't burn your onions, but we're gonna start browning the onions to your preference. Now I'm not sure about you guys, but us at my house, we like them to be a little bit softer. So I'll put the heat on a little bit lower and cook them a little bit longer as well. Making sure they don't burn, so I need to oil it a little bit every now and then. Now once the onions are to your preference, now don't forget they're also going to be cooking while we cook our mince. You're gonna add your protein in. So for us, we use turkey mince, and at this point in time, because I'm at a lower fat part of my diet. Now you guys can use what you prefer and what matches your diet. So you can use lean beef mince, turkey mince, or you can say that chicken mince has worked well for us in the past. You're gonna break it up and you're gonna cook the meat, making sure that you break it up every now and then and stir periodically. You don't wanna make sure that it's all unevenly cooked. You wanna make sure that the meat is broken up and cooked nicely. Especially when it comes to your turkey and your chicken, make sure this is cooked all the way through and thoroughly. I always make sure it's cooked all the way through when it comes to my chicken and my turkey, but when it comes to the beef mince, it tends to be okay because you can actually eat beef a little bit more raw. Not like that's going to happen later on. Now once this happens, you're gonna add your taco seasoning. Now for our taco seasoning, it says to add 3 tablespoons for every 500 grams of meat. Now I have 1 kilo worth of turkey mince in this, but I would find that 6 tablespoons would be too much. So flavor to your preference as well. I only did 3 tablespoons, enough to make sure there's enough flavor, and then I added some water on top to make sure it doesn't get too dry. You want to add enough water to the point where it does allow for it to simmer and mix well with the taco seasoning. Now I followed the instructions on my taco seasoning label, which says just enough, about 3/4 of a cup. You will have to use a little bit of your judgment here. Now once I got to this stage, I'm actually simmering the meat instead. The meat's already cooked at this stage. We're gonna get the flavor in. So set the heat down to medium or low and make sure you keep an eye on it so you can reduce down to the preference of what you want to eat, and making sure it's not too wet from all the water that you added in. Now while that's happening, I'm now making the fresh salsa. So as you can see, I only have tomatoes and red onion, but if you have coriander, add it, especially if you like it, and also lime juice as well. Do this to your preference. Now, we didn't have any lime juice, so we used lemon juice. Still a good substitute and can help you out too. Now, your food should be ready to serve. When we did this, we served it with lettuce wraps only because I forgot to buy tacos. So, whatever you prefer, this is a great little substitute for you to be able to eat in high volumes if you wish to, and also keep yourself full. Very, very basic. We actually do this with a lot of things. So if you like this one, feel free to use this. Honestly, such a quick recipe, delicious, and I usually cook about 2 or 3 servings so I can use it for the next day. This is also very easy to substitute and eat with brown rice, and then you end up making up your own turkey taco bowls as well. So this brings us to the end of our video, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up on the video. That would help me out so much, and also help share this recipe to everybody. Eating healthy doesn't have to be boring. The second thing is, if you liked recipes like this, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you click the bell for alerts so you get notifications as well. So if you want a high protein cookbook with more than 50 recipes for you to use like this, head over to the link in my bio which directs you to my website. We have a bundle of cookbooks for you to use which are delicious, healthy, and high protein as well. Better yet, the recipes are not complicated. If I can do it, I guarantee that you guys can too. Thank you everybody for watching all the way through to the end, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully, I can get more recipes like this to share to you. So if you do like this, just let me know down below and comment going, hey look, I would like some more, and I'll make sure to put more cooking episodes onto my channel. Take care everyone, and keep building momentum.